Okey-doke. Hi, guys. It's time for another lesson. We're going to go to write-ups. You guys should know how to get there by now. Beginner guide, creative pattern tangling. We're going to go down to journey number 6. Come on. Creative pattern tangling journey number 6. And Ina talks about how last weekend she had taken a train to attend the Tangles meeting in Medinburg. Connecting with like-minded people is simply amazing, and she wants to thank everybody who is attending. She was going to have a Tangle advanced, like a convention here in the United States. I was so excited for that to happen, and then it didn't happen near me. It happened somewhere else. So one day we will meet. I'm excited that. So today she's prepared a new template for us, and it's called Crossover. Can you see that? Where it looks like that. And she shows you how you can draw it, which is to draw the cross and then do one up and one down on the right and the left, and then one horizontal on the top and the bottom, and then one up and one down going the opposite, and horizontal going the opposite. So you get this woven pattern, okay? That's a template that you can use. You can experiment with different line techniques on these templates. So she's showing all the different ways that not all the different ways, but a lot of different ways that you can change the lines. Besides just doing line weight like we learned last time, you can change the way the line looks altogether. So she's used that template, and then on this line she's done little hatches. And then right here, little hatches. On this one, she's done squiggle. This one, she's done a bigger, like a S. This one, she's done little triangles. This one, she's done little crescent, I call them lumpty bumps. Or this one, she's done some little like stalactites and stalagmites. This one, she's done dots. Okay, there's all sorts of things you can do to change the look of your line in a pattern. So here she's giving some more ideas with the straight line, dotted line, dashed line, a line with the red curve over the top of it, making it look like this. This one, she's got an even bigger curve and then coloring in either side to make it look like this. The triangles colored in, the bumps with a dot in the middle. Can you see those? Look at that. And then the bumps with just some line weight, some hatching, some zigzag. All sorts of different ways you can play with line. So that's what she wants us to work on. She wants us to apply CPT techniques to a pattern. She's suggesting this one called Hollywood Squares, which is a fun pattern, but since we're working on the December patterns, actually wanted to go into, let's go to the home page, go into pattern focus and work on one of these tree patterns for December. I decided that, which one did I say I was going to do? Pea tree. I thought this one would be fun to play around with different shapes for the top parts of these mushroomy shapes that we can play. Like she already started playing with this line, but we could play with various different of the techniques that she just showed us. So we're going to do this pattern, which is to start with a couple of dots, come up and around, up and around. She says go this way, but I tend to want to go this way when I do the pattern, and then come over at the top like that, and then do an aura. And then you can make a base if you don't already have like a ground. And then it shows us doing a bracket-like shape or a leaf shape at the top here. But we don't have to. We can play around with this shape. And the same with this shape, this curve shape. It doesn't have to be a smooth curve. It can be a wonky curve. Let's play with some CPT on this pattern and see what we can come up with, and part of it will be changing the line. So let's turn on our light. I got myself sort of this goldenrod color paper. I think I will just kind of plan out. I like how she did her sample with a sort of a landscape. And let's plan out some mushroomy shapes. Let's do one kind of here, and one kind of here, and we're going to do one that's kind of bendy going this way, and maybe one really tall in the back here, and maybe one in the foreground that's kind of bendy this way. So I've decided that that's going to be my general layout. A tall one, kind of next two sizes. This one I want in front, and this one I want in front. So the ones I want to have in front, I need to draw first. Okay. This one's just going to be a small one. I'm going to take my pen. I'm going to put the little circles like so, and I'm going to draw a word like that and a word like that, and then I'm going to do this one, and then she wants us to do another one, and for this one I think maybe I'll give myself a little line like that and fill in the opposite sides. That makes it interesting. Like so. And then I think I'm going to do that same sort of frilly shape, like this, and I'm going to do that same sort of line again, over and under, and this one's going to have something like this. Why? Because why not? And play with some of those shapes, those patterns that she's suggesting that we try different line shapes. So why not? That's kind of fun. And maybe in here we'll do that zigzag. Like that. And I feel like this one needs some line weight as well. Just because there's so much going on, I want to just add more. Here we go. Okay, so let's do one here, and I want to really bend this one. So I'm going to put those dots kind of going this way. And then I think let's play with those kind of dashy kind of lines. Just like that. And then maybe in here they go this way. That's good. And then perhaps we also have dots on the line going this way. I'm good with that. Okay, let's draw one back here. A nice big one. So instead of the circle there, let's see what it looks like if we do a rectangle or a diamond-y shape for that bit instead of a circle. And then we're going to come, has to come around this way, right? So let's come out and around and down, and then out and around and down, like that. So what if this was kind of square-ish? What if it was kind of squarish? And then what if we use let me look at the lines in that. Change a line. I gotta get back to that page here. Just a second. Come on. Why are you not going? There it goes. Let's try. We're going to try some triangles because that kind of goes with this shape. Like that. Why not? Right? And then we want one in here. Kind of a smaller one. Let's do a spiral for the middle bits. Right? This one's just going to kind of get like that. That one has had a little too much to drink. And then let's do a really almost invisible one. Should we do an invisible one? That one almost doesn't exist. I've just made it with dashed lines. And then I want to have my landscape here. And then I want to have some landscape here. And some there. What fun is this? Playing with different lines. We could have just made a plain old picture, but no, we're going to play with the different lines and have some interesting texture, some different shapes. This one's the closest one to the actual pattern, but like it's almost non-existent. So what else we're going to do with this? Anything? This is Petrie. And this is playing with line shape. And I feel like either coloring or painting. I think I'm going to go with marker. Maybe we'll combine markers and colored pencils. I don't know what colors some of these things are going to end up on the yellow paper. So I'm just going to kind of go for it here and hope for the best. See, that green comes out kind of brownish on this yellow paper, but that's okay. Maybe this other green. It's not much different. It should be much more different, but it's not. That's okay. Let's do a kind of a brown for this one. At least for the base. And maybe also for this part. Okay. And then let's do darker brown for here and this part. That looks good. What color does this end up being on? Oh, that's bright. Okay, that's brighter than I wanted. I want a color that's almost non-existent on this page. Ooh, yeah. It's supposed to be like a gray, but it's almost non-existent, so that's what I want here. Oh, when it dries, that's a good color when it dries. It is sort of a gray. Just looked funny when it was wet. Okay, so I want to do some pink here, I think. That looks orange. Okay. Let's try a brighter pink. Ooh, that's a bright pink. Okay, there couldn't have been somewhere in between those two. Apparently not. It's all right. It's just a base. I'm just having fun at this point. Really not paying that close attention to what's going on or what's happening and what colors are doing what. I am just having fun. That looks green. It's supposed to be blue. Maybe it'll dry blue. I hope so. Oh, it's drying blue. Okay. That's good. Never know what's going to happen here. Let's go back to, shall I try purples? Do I have enough purples that it would actually show up? Maybe, maybe not. Oh yeah, there's a purple. And there's a purple. Let's try purples and this blue. Ooh, that's what I was afraid of. I was afraid that purples would go kind of brown on this paper. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. And then I think I want to, I'll let those dry down. I want to add some colored pencil to give them a little something. Something like that. That gives it a little dimension, yeah. I think I want a little highlight. That really really doesn't do anything. Okay. Maybe I have to highlight with my pen. Like that. Okay, I like that. Okay, next for the brownish one, let's do this color. This side. Give it a little shadow on this side. It's not dark enough. I think on this side I want a bit of yellow. What is this? Brilliant yellow. Give a little something on this side. And yes, you can combine colored pencils with markers. Somebody said, I didn't know you could do that. Why not? What makes you say you can't mix your art supplies? Absolutely you can mix your art supplies. That's what they're for. All of these color pencils I'm using today are going to be these Castle Arts ones that I bought. I really like them. And yes, I bought all my art supplies with my own money. I have never taken a sponsorship, but then again, I've not been offered one. So if there's a company out there that wants to sponsor me for pens or colored pencils or markers, I will be open to it. If you want to sponsor me for something weird like CBD oil, no, not gonna. That's not what my channel's about. My viewers don't necessarily need CBD oil, and it's not something I would take. That was the one and only sponsorship offer I've had, and it wasn't even a sponsorship. It was more of an affiliate where I'll send you free product. You tell them about my stuff. Yeah, no. No deodorant, no medical stuff, no. Art supplies. I will happily take and review art supplies. Nothing else. And it would have to be a company that's willing to just have me do a full, just honest review. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Problem with the gel pens is they do tend to clog, and then you have to get them to unclog. Oh, I like that. Okay. Now for this sort of bluey green. think I want to do the green aquas. Let's do this one for the lighter color. Oh, that's not very light. Okay, take it back. I want to use maybe this one. This one's Terra Verde. That's also not that light. Well, it's where I put it. It's kind of a bluey color. Looks green, but it kind of a bluey color. Well, that's okay. We will just run with it. Then let's do this bright turquoisey blue over here then. As my shadow. Does it look like a shadow? Kind of. It's a weird color for a shadow, but it's working. It's working for me. I'm having fun. Can you guys tell I'm just having fun? Just playing. Because this is what I want you to learn as a beginner, as to take your patterns, play with line, play with color, play. Play is so important. We lose that as adults. We lose the sense of wonder and play. And I'm not worrying about whether or not this is a perfect drawing. I'm just playing. And I am having so much fun, and I'm really enjoying the outcome. And sometimes you really enjoy the outcome when you just play, because you have no preconceived notions of what it's going to look like, you know? This one, this almost invisible one, it does need to have some color. So let's do this light gray. Super light gray. It does exist. It's just hard to see. It's just sort of invisible-ish. A little bit darker gray. Still not a dark color, but just a little bit darker. And it needs a shadow because that one's casting a shadow on it. Very light. Like that. Maybe a little darker right at the edge. Like that. Perfect. A little bit right there too, where it overlaps. Okay, and then, yep, it gets some highlights. It can't hide completely. The light catches it. I'm good with that. Okay, And the last one. This is going to be the hard one because everything's so dark. Wondering if this really light lavender will pop against that. Oh, and it does. Awesome. And then maybe this color. Does this color show up? Needs to be kind of a greeny blue purple. Don't have a greeny blue purple. Maybe just this sort of seafoamy green. That works. A little bit of combination of those two colors. That makes it interesting. And then, of course, my light, because they all have the same highlight up this side. All right, you really don't see the fun pen pattern that I used there, but that's okay. I just had so much fun just playing with color, and we will do more with color later, but mostly it was supposed to be playing with line, but I just was having fun, so I continued on. I went crazy. I went for it. I just played, and play is so important to your psychological well-being. It really is. I don't understand why we lose play as we get older. Adults tell kids, you're too old for that. You shouldn't play with that. And we stop kids from exploring play. We make them go into organized sports instead of play. Play baseball, follow the rules. Don't just go out and throw a ball and hit a ball and run. There has to be some sort of end goal. There has to be winners and losers. There's just not play. And I completely 100% disagree with that. 100%. I think that's where we've lost a lot of artists, is that we've stopped playing as kids, and as we become teenagers, our adult parents, society around us tell us that playing, grow up, stop playing around. There's something to be said for play. And this is a good, safe way to do it. Play with your art supplies. Enjoy yourself. Play with your lines. Play with pattern. Just play. So that is your assignment for the next few days, is to take your patterns, take whatever you draw, change up the lines, the line weight, the line style, whatever you do, change it up. I think I want to add some line weight on here, as a matter of fact. Change it up and play. And then if you want to add some color and play with that, add some texture, absolutely do that. Enjoy your play time. I think it needs some line weight here. I'm going to add some line weight to these sides. Oh yeah, I like that. Why? I don't know. Just felt like it. Okay, now I'm done. I'm done. I'm done ranting. You guys go out and play. I will see you the next time we meet together. Do something nice for someone else today. Enjoy your day. Make the world a better place by making people happy around you. It's the best we can do. And I'm having fun today. So I'm going to continue on having fun. We're going to get some lunch here soon. And I'm just going to enjoy my day. You guys have a great day. Bye.